Another noteworthy development in the literature on the valuation of nature is the relatively recent emergence of the valuation of ecosystem services led by Costanza and colleagues. These ecosystem services span different categories, including provisioning services such as food or medicine, regulating and supporting services such as flood protection, pollination, or photosynthesis, and cultural services such as recreation. The authors search the literature for the best estimates of all these services and add these estimates to obtain the worth of a square kilometer of coral reef or mangrove forest. Subsequently, the authors multiplied their best estimates with the size of these ecosystems to obtain an estimate for how much nature contributes to the global economy. Their estimate valued the total ecosystem services between 16 and 56 trillion dollar. The midpoint was about twice the value of global man-made GDP. Nearly 20 years later, Costanza and colleagues repeated their exercise with new estimates. The total worth of nature was about 3 times larger than before. However, this increase in the value of nature was only due to the ecosystem services being more valuable than previously thought. And when we consider changes to the natural environment using these new estimates for ecosystem services, then we have lost some $20 trillion of these services. In the meantime, global man-made economy had increased by nearly 40 trillion. Obviously, these two figures are nearly meaningless to compare, since the loss of natural capital affects many, while most of the increase in man-made capital is enjoyed by only a few. This brings me back to the Calles et al. 2013 article that asked not only how to value nature, but also when or under what conditions. Quoting from page 100, before deciding whether to accept a monetary value on a resource or ecosystem service, one has to ask, 1. Will that improve the environmental conditions at stake? 2. Will it reduce inequalities and redistribute power? 3. Is it likely to suppress other languages or valuation and value articulating institutions? 4. Will it serve processes of enclosure of the commons? The latter two criteria express the fear that monetary valuation may serve as a first step in the process of further exploitation of nature or people, by either drowning out other considerations than money in the trade-off, or by facilitating the process of privatization and extending the neoliberal reach.